Welcome back to another episode of Dad's Diag. Today I'm going to be tackling a problem we've been having for a number of years with this. Our Kenmore Elite oven stove. This is the gas range with the ES 530, 535, or 536 oven control module. And the problem I've been having is you can turn the oven on and sometimes it will not reach temperature or it will reach temperature normally. You couldn't gauge what would happen. Sometimes it would just ruin the fact that we have to cook something. One time was Thanksgiving. We're trying to get the turkey in and it wouldn't heat up enough. I have replaced about $150 worth of parts on this thing, including the gas valves. They're expensive parts, and the problem persists. So I'm making a guess kind of as a diagnostic thing. The gas relays are run on 3 volts AC to open and close them, and they are turned on and off by the circuit board, the electronic control module. There are 2 relays, one for the broiler and one for the oven. The broiler works fine. What I'm going to do today, though, is I think I'm going to swap out the relays and see if that makes a change. If it doesn't, then I'll have to keep going on figuring out what's wrong with this thing. So we're gonna get started right now and take out the control board and to do the swap. Let me get you around the back so you can see what's going on. Okay, first step when you're working on anything that's plugged into the wall is unplug it. So let's go over here and pull the plug. Second, these are the 2 relays. One is for broiler and the other is for the oven. This board is detachable. It's just a matter of, let's take the plugs off. This is the connectors for the broiler and oven gas valve. This is a ground, I think. It doesn't want to come off. I have to find a way to get that off. This has a clip and he unplugs. And then we just pop these 2 clips. And it pops out. There's a connector here, goes onto the main board, and here's the control board for the rest of it. Relays are soldered in here, so I'm going to unsolder these and swap them. Let me see if I can get this ground lug off somehow. What's holding that on? Ah, there we go. All right. Got the board off. There's the relays. And I'm just going to swap those. So let's take you out to the workbench and we'll go through what's involved in desoldering these and swapping them. I'm going to label as to what's what. They were kind enough to give me the drawing. So there's the circuit board. Here's the connector here. And this is the bake relay, and this is the broil relay. So let's mark them on the relays. With a pen that will write on it. This is bake. And if it works, I'll just swap them. I'll just erase the writing. Okay, let's take it outside. All right, let's get started on the desoldering. Now you can see the connections here are all heavily soldered because this is higher current, not voltage, current. So it's going to take a while for the heat to set in. May have to add some solder. Have to add some to take it. Didn't get much that time. Heat it for a little while. There's one. Two. I'm going to assume this is inlet power. It's all coming off the same voltage rail coming in. Give it a little more. Come in on the side. Take the solder away. Okay, let's get wet all these down with fresh solder. The reason I'm swapping them is because they are the same relay. But the bake relay gets a lot more use than the broil relay. So the contacts on it haven't gotten old yet. Switches only have a finite life. They can only be switched on and off so many times before they just say, I'm done, you need a new one. All right, let's get this guy here. Can you see? I don't know if I got that well enough. Let's get this guy. He's got a lot of solder on him. Okay. Give them a little wiggle, and they all seem to move. So let's pull the broil relay out. There's one, and this is bake. I'm going to pop that into the broil side. Put the bake onto the broil side. Now, if I'm wondering what does what, it actually says bake and broil on the board. I'll bend the contacts over just a little to hold them in while I solder. There. And we resolder. Make sure we put enough solder so that these things can handle the current. Fill the hole. Give the board time to heat up. Okay. When I'm all done, I'm going to start it baking. Put a timer on it. See how long it takes to heat up. Because it used to take at least a half an hour to reach 350. And I think that's kind of a long time. Am I worried about the igniter? Not really. The igniter you can actually see burning bright. There. There we go. Nice clean solder connections. Okay. Let's see if that's it. All right, we're back inside, and it's time to simply reconnect everything. And all right, carefully reinsert this. Now we have to get these pins into this connector. All right, all pins are through, all connectors are connected. Time to plug her back in. And we'll give it a time test to see how long it takes to reach 350. Yep. She's alive. Let's set the clock. Okay. All right, I've got a stopwatch, and let's get her going. Bake. It's already set to 350, and I'm seeing it's all flickery. And we'll hit start. Hear the relay click. And we start the timer. Come back when this thing is reached temperature. It usually beeps when we reach temperature. And we'll see what happens. You can look inside. See down there in the corner? That orange? That's the igniter. Heating up. Looks like it's reached full temp. There it goes. Gas is on. I can actually hear it this time. All right, let's close it. Took 3 minutes for the gas to even decide to come on. So we'll keep a timer on that. I'm not going to let you wait around for that. I'll just stop the stopwatch when it reaches temperature. Okay, it finished, and it did it in 27 minutes. I think that was pretty quick. Normally, it does seem to take longer than that. I have not timed it beforehand. Sometimes it would take forever and not get there. And the best way to get it going again is to stop it and restart it again, which would also make that relay click again. So I'm going to call this a fix for now, but we're going to have to use it often enough to see if it does have times when it doesn't work. But it looks like this may have fixed it. Got up to temp pretty reliably and pretty quick. I don't know if 27 minutes is normal for this type of oven. I don't know how to find out. Nobody's timed it from what I know. So we'll call that a fix. Just remember, put your back panel back on, and we'll clean it up and put it back in. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you back for another episode of Dad's Diag.